This video we're taking a look at Nebraska against Colorado. Pretty dominant performance there for the Corn Huskers. And here, the very first thing we're going to take a look at is just the run game, how offensively they were able to take it to Colorado's defense. And here, first one. This is the first drive. 11-13 left in the first quarter. And Colorado's just running inside zone. They're in a heavy set right here. So you got a tight end, fullback, running inside zone to the left. Should base right there. Probably can get a double. Hopefully you get a double there up. Going to work there up to whoever shows up. Probably South linebacker reading this end here for the quarterback. Right here on this one you can see running back straight downhill. And you can see pretty good movement here. This would get a great double team, get hip to hip, working up to this linebacker. And they absolutely smash this linebacker. That linebacker, he's getting smoked. They are getting out of the backfield. Not just a huge push right here, but they are getting 2 or 3 yards. That's a big push right there for college football, especially early in the game. I mean, everybody's getting pushed at least horizontally or vertically, but he was right out of the backfield about 2 or 3 yards. The running back right here on this one hits this thing with a full head of steam. He sees a gap right there. Did a pretty good job getting inside out. You see this defensive end right here. He can't get into that gap. He's probably supposed to hold this C gap, but instead he's into that D gap. Great job cutting him off here by the tight end. And now opens that up. Running back playing fast. Corner trying to fill it outside in. And that running back's playing so fast he just outruns him. Gets up on the safety. Would love to make this guy miss. You're just one-on-one, but he just runs straight into him. Full head of steam. Would love for this dude just to shake that guy or give him a stick and make him arm tackle instead of running right down the middle of him. But playing with so much speed there at running back. Easy, explosive player here with a little bit of movement there from the O-line. Really setting the tone right here early in the game against Colorado. Great look here, the very first touchdown. You get a bunch set. You got your fullback here. You're going to run counter. So right there, they're working through that up to the backside linebacker. Push back. Going to try to kick here. If you can kick that guy, you're going to take 2 for 1. You get 2 in that same gap. Pulling this fullback for the front side linebacker and try to put play side shoulder straight downhill for the running back right at the A gap. And he's going to bend right into that kick. So a really good job right here. Again, this is the biggest block right here. You can take 2 defenders here because they got 2 guys in this gap. This guy should be trying to wrong shoulder this. So it's a log. But instead he kicks that. You get 2 defenders in the same gap. Now that fullback getting up to that inside linebacker. Boom. Play side shoulder, kicks him. Running back's able to run vertical. Hit your head on goal post right there. Easy job right there for the running back. Untouched for the very first touchdown of the game. No look here, running counter. This is on a 2nd and 10. And on this one, Colorado's got a pretty light box. So it's just a 4-2 box. Trying to roll down to a 1 high look. Deep safety back here. But really, you got 6 in the box to block their 6. Plus you can run with the quarterback if you'd like to. But right there, defense is going to keep outside leverage because there's nobody else to spill it to. Going to kick right there. Lead. Great double team right here on this defensive tackle. Tons of movement. I mean, right there, just walking him off the ball to that linebacker. Unbelievable movement there by that guard and tackle. Kick, play side shoulder so we can get that thing straight on the hill. Same thing there for the fullback. Kick, and they're rolling right there behind that double team. That double team, again, they're getting 5 yards of movement, walking him all the way to the middle linebacker right here. So really good movement there. Running back getting vertical. Not a great job there by the receiver blocking. And then running back. Just, I mean, we got to hit this thing downhill again, still same side. Getting downhill, fall forward, run through these guys' faces, make them feel it every single time they try to tackle you. And that's what they do right there, getting about 12 yards. So, of course, they had just your typical inside zone counter, stuff like that, where they're pretty dominant, especially in the first half. But right here, they're just running their swing. And on this one, just an extension of the run game, they motion across, and they're going to block inside. This is a great play for man-to-man. When he motions across now, he's blocking this corner. They're just swinging it out there. He's got to get his hands down. He's trying to cut right there. So they swing it out there to the back. Extension of the run game. Good play right there to make the play. This is not the most accurate ball here by Raiola, but he's able to stick a hand up there, make a catch, and a great job circling defense, blocking the corner. Love to get this guy on the ground so it's a little bit easier here for the running back. He's not trying to outrun a guy. But right there, big play, extension of the run game. Great job on the edge blocking, cracking against man-to-man, and then leading out there with a fullback on the corner. Got to let go right there and just run him, though, instead of holding on. We saw earlier running counter, and this was the very first touchdown. They're running counter back here this direction, but now they're running a reverse. So same formation there in bunch, pulling a guard, making it look like this guy's pulling, but he's 6 foot. The guy now he's working back out here to lead on the reverse. Quarterback just fakes the counter, and he's working. He's tossing it back behind, pinning here on the edge, getting outside with the fullback if you can. Try to avoid that guy, but either way, reverse, change direction right there against an aggressive defense. Now, are they very physical? No, but I'd say they are pretty aggressive and pretty undisciplined. But right there, fake and counter, tossing it there behind you, and now you're rolling. His fullback I'd love to not have to pick up that corner that's firing in right there, but most dangerous. See a guy from the other team create some havoc in the backfield. Got to go ahead and put a body on him. But right there, great job right there. They run counter out of that same formation. Now they're faking counter, running it back the other way with reverse. They're going to look at Nebraska's front, just getting after the quarterback. They had 6 sacks in this game. And right here early in the game, I think first drive, 3rd and 10 somehow already with only 12 seconds off the clock. And right here, just absolutely getting it all one-on-ones. This linebacker here ends up spying on the quarterback, but you're getting one-on-ones everywhere else. Running back tries to stay in, but he's absolutely no help. He doesn't help out at all. So right here, just looking at this D tackle, just splits this double team right there. It's working to him. Gets right in the quarterback's face. And then, of course, not only is it that D tackle that's condensing this pocket here, these ends are circling defense as well. I mean, they're getting washed by, but with that pressure up the middle, that's going to force him back. So now they can get a hand on him, get a hand in on that sack. But that D tackle is the one that made this play. Absolutely splits this double team. Not even really much of a slant. He does slide to that backside A, was lined up in the front side A, and right there just runs right through that double team. Big time sack right there early in the game. This sack right here is actually an RPO because right here, if the ball is about to be thrown, he's already 3 or 4 yards down the field. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get a rub here against man-to-man. They're thinking that it's man. They're going to get a rub here and try to throw that slant. And for whatever reason, Shedeur doesn't even give a chance to hand the ball off right here on this run game. If they hand the ball off right here, that thing's going to roll because they're running a split zone. But instead, he holds on to it and just gets sacked. I mean, I think this is RPO. D-tackle's an absolute freak. And right there, it's just inside zone. This guard thinks that he's just blocking this nose and this ball should be running right there. But instead, now he's protecting for the quarterback who's 6 yards deep. So really don't like the design right here on this one. And of course, if you did know his pass pro, he's got to try to get a little bit more square. But on this, to me, it looks like they're running inside zone, split zone, and Shedeur just holds on to it. You can't hold on to it on RPO. Looks like a misread right here because they end up going zone. You see he turns right there. Instead of playing man-to-man, they're running that rub, and they zone this off. So he has to hold on to it, gets sacked right there on what I'd say is probably a poor design there from the offense. Here's play 3rd and 8. Watch this D tackle right here. Runs through a couple guys. I mean, it's just a little bit of a slant. He goes from the B gap, slides into the A gap. No chance there for the guard. The guard's just reaching and lunging, and he gets beat right there. And then the running back, he steps up, and then he just tries to put an arm on the guy, and he runs right through him as well, and is just able to get the quarterback down the ground. So really great play, great individual effort here by this D tackle. He runs through a couple arms. You know, you got a guard that's just trying to grab, and then you got a running back right there that's trying to help out late. Probably not his guy. Didn't have eyes to him, but he's just trying to help. And no chance right there. Great play there by one. Just slants, better athlete than the guard, and then runs to that running back. And they simply get a guy that's considered to be a first-round pick on the ground. So that was a really good play there by the D tackle. Then we're going to take a look at some of the ways that Nebraska was able to stop Colorado's run game. Obviously, didn't really try to run the ball very much anyway, but right here, 4-2 box, so 6-man box, rolling to a 1 high, motion a guy across, he's going to the flats, running an inside zone. So you should be able to take care of all these guys. Read him. If he slides down, now you're going to basically get triple option out the gate here. But on this one, defensive end, he sits. So this guy sits, so a great read here by Shedeur. And now it just turns into they can't block a defensive tackle. That defensive tackle is getting off that block. He's edged it. And now, instead of being able to hit that thing downhill and scrape it tight, he's got to bounce and get over the top of everything. And whenever he's getting over the top of everything, now you got this linebacker who blitzed right here to the A gap. He sees what's going on. They do get him, but now he's going to filter over the top right here. He sees the penetration. Great read as he's getting there. Now you got this linebacker and you got that D end who was the read sitting there as well, right in the gap that you have to run to. So the penetration here by the defensive tackle is what makes this play, makes this run bounce, and it allows this defensive end and linebacker to filter over and make the play for a first down right here on a 4th and 1 early in the game. Another look here at 4th down stop. This time 4th and inches, and Colorado's actually in a tight end set, a couple tight end set here. They're in 21 personnel, and they're trying to inside zone to the left again. The bad thing about this, there is absolutely no movement. This guy's pass setting there, and we see the difference here between Colorado's offensive line and Nebraska. So right here, everybody's heels are at the exact same spot. They're a yard in the backfield, so they're getting pushed back, and nobody's able to get up to the linebacker. So if you're just drawing this up, you say, hey, we're going to base there, double up there, going to double there to the only linebacker he's going to try to cut off. Maybe we can double that and work up there. But right here, this double team, no chance. And this linebacker, backside linebacker, just shoots right through the gap. No eyes at him at all. He flies in there, hits him 2-3 yards back in the backfield. Easy play there for the linebacker because that defensive line is just owning the line of scrimmage. No movement at all from the guys up front. So Nebraska flying in there. Linebacker makes the play. 4th and inches. Not even close there for Colorado. We're going to take a look at just probably the play that kind of broke the back right here. I mean, it's a yellow zone play. 1st and 10. Get the ball right here deep in your own territory. And they're just running some verticals, maybe vertical read. And right here on this one, I don't think this route is pushing this guy off the ball hardly at all. I mean, they are zoning off. Eyes are on the quarterback. So really don't like this call, just running hitches and stuff right here. Not a great call versus zone coverage. Eyes are on you, and the quarterback tries to rip up a flat out here late against just a route that's just basically drifting out here and then stopping. Really don't like the call there, and then great job here by the DB just breaking. And, I mean, we'll take that. We'll just walk into the end zone right there for a pick 6. I mean, against zone coverage, especially a quarters look, which is what I see here. I mean, we're late with the football. 6 doesn't really push him off the ball and threaten him vertical at all. And they get him out of his cushion. They were also throwing this from the far hash all the way outside the numbers on a hitch. I mean, that just doesn't seem like we're really threatening him with anything. And then we're just trying to throw a flat route late to a guy that's just sitting there reading it. Never going to be an easier pick 6 right there for Nebraska. Now we're going to take a look at just some of Raiola's plays and some things that we saw in the game. And right here, I thought this was a pretty good play here by Raiola. This is early in the game, of course. First quarter, and you're just running some sort of Y cross. You're getting out, you're getting a fade, you're getting a guy working across, and just watching his eyes. He doesn't do a great job of just getting off of it. I mean, this would be a pretty easy read. Hey, don't like the out. Let's find this cross. Get your eyes to it. But right here, he steps up, never brings his eyes back up. But the impressive thing is, hey, he's athletic enough, man. I mean, he's a big guy. They can throw the ball well. But right here, just scrambling around, making his own play here, getting a first down. This on a 3rd and 10. So this is a big play right here, keeping a drive alive early in the game. If you can do that, the way that he can also throw the football, obviously he's going to continue to progress. But being able to move around, scramble, and get first downs on a 3rd and 10, if he does this, Nebraska can have a pretty good chance to win quite a few games this year. And, and obviously in the years to come with Raiola being young, he's going to continue to progress. But easy first down right here on just a scramble early in the game. To me, this looks like a pretty similar read. I think they're running a vertical switch up here up top, but they're running the Y cross thing right over here, something along those lines. They're going to try to get the linebackers to step up with a play fake. But I thought this was a little bit better read than they had earlier. See, he's getting the play fake. There's the linebacker working to this window. He sees that these guys are playing, the safety's playing way off. So he feels great about this window, doesn't feel great about these vertical switch. They're going to hold those 2, though, and it widens the window out. Easy throw right here, right down the middle. Tons of zip on the football. Great pace and great timing. I mean, the anticipation, that ball is halfway there as he's getting his eyes around. Good throw and catch there on that Y cross right there. Already up 14-0. This is a play that I really liked. Obviously, not just a ton goes on, but they even get a holding call. But right here on this one, the interesting part about this, right tackle gets beat. They're trying to run some sort of a snag route over here to the left. You're getting your back out of the backfield. These guys go down straight down the middle, trying to see if it's 1 high, 2 high. Getting beat there by the defense tackle. And he gets out. Do get a holding call. We know that's going to happen some. But right here, Raiola is getting out of the pocket. He knows, hey, I'm out of the pocket. No reason to take a sack right here. He's trying to make something happen. But then he feels like he's getting hemmed up. So let's get this thing past the line of scrimmage, out of bounds here, and just live to play another day. Really good football play right there. One of those that you're going to look back and say, but it's just going to be an incompletion. But save it from being a sack right there. They will get a holding penalty. But this is a good omen, showing that he's trying to make a play like he did early in the game where he scrambled around, made something happen. But right here, he gets a little hemmed up. Let's throw it out of bounds. Let's not take a sack. This here is obviously the most impressive play of the night for Raiola. You're getting a boot. Got to the flats right here. I believe this guy's running a post here, and he gets out of the pocket. There is some pressure. Tight end gets beat right there. He has to outrun the pressure there from the defensive tackle, and he's trying to throw a post back across his body all the way across the field. So really athletic play right here. Just the way he's able to get his hips into it, rip this thing, and he throws this thing from the 45-yard line, and it lands right around the goal line, and obviously an ankle. So that's over 50 yards in the air, off balance, all core right here. So unbelievable throw, and just keeps his guy moving. I mean, he gets over the top of him, just keep him moving away from those defenders. Good adjustment there, making the catch. Now, would love for it to be a touchdown, but make sure the catch, and that's what happens right there. Getting down to the 2-yard line on an unbelievable throw. Nebraska gets a little bit lucky here on this one. Colorado's bringing the blitz. They do have an unblocked guy here. Free release with the back. He's running back to the middle of the field where everybody left from. Maybe a little bit of an option route. And right here, Raiola has to roll to his right and get this thing out across his body. And, of course, anytime you get it out across your body, especially going to the middle of the field against man-to-man, they've got a good chance to break on it. And that's what 20 does right here. But it goes just right through his hands. Great catch there by the running back. But really dangerous throw. I see what he's seeing. I see there should be space here. But that outside linebacker jumps it. But we get lucky. I mean, it's one of those things. Nebraska gets lucky. He's just there night. And right there, walk-in touchdown. Place is going wild. 28-0 going in at half. This ball game is essentially over against Colorado. And it was a great night for Nebraska. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not, because we're getting into a lot of different schemes, a lot of different teams this college football season. Make sure you don't miss any of it. We'll see you guys again in the next video.